Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday and welcome back to Entertainment Buzz. I'm your host, Jenny Rosario de Casiano, and today's show is sponsored once again by Millionaire Hair Salon in Winter Garden, Florida. They're a full service hair salon and spa offering quality services at affordable prices. Please check them out over at Millionaire Hair Salon. Today's guest is actor, singer, and songwriter who lives right here in Orlando, Florida. Let's welcome Darin Ferraro. Hi, Darin.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Doing
Hi, how are
great.
you?
Doing well. How are you?
Good.
Good to see
Trying to
you.
get through all this Corona mess.
Yes. How have you
You
been
too. It's good to see you,
managing?
Jenny.
Thank you. How have you been managing during this time?
Oh man, just focusing on my company that I own and just taking as many jobs as possible as far as acting goes. We had two jobs last week, but then that was it. It's kind
Right.
of up
It's
and
slowed
down
down
because of
quite
the
a bit, but it's
coronavirus.
but it's starting to come back. What jobs were you able to work on last week?
I did a sexual harassment video for a independent company, and then I did another video for a restaurant.
Okay, very good. I don't know about the sexual harassment one, but I'm sure it was an educational video, okay? What to do in
Yeah, it
those
was for
situations. Unfortunately, those things do happen. So you said that you're working on your
yeah, those are
company
it's for internal.
for
Yes,
internal
I own
use.
a pressure washing company, and then I'm also working on two of my own properties that I own. So
Oh,
I'm
very
just
good.
working on those.
Good. So
Hmm.
you're an entrepreneur as
You're
well.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Well, you've got a lot of projects in the works. I know that the COVID-19 quarantine has slowed everybody down, but it seems like you've been keeping busy. We've been keeping up with you on Facebook, Instagram, all of your social media. You always have something exciting going on.
Yep.
So thank you for taking the time to join us here on the show. And we're just going to learn a little bit about what's
Of
going on with
course.
Darin. You're quite the entertainer.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, it's cutting in and out over here. Our service is trying to be stronger. I apologize.
I see.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I work hard. I don't stop. I keep pushing.
You certainly do. I spent a lot of time going through your materials, your website, and wow, you have a lot of things on your website and YouTube page, which I have to say was very entertaining.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, some of it was pretty funny. I was really cracking up watching some of your videos. So, Darin, you aside from the business that you said that you have, which is great, I'm a firm believer in multiple streams of income. Your true passion is acting. Is that right?
Correct.
That's how
Yeah.
I know
True
you
passion is
as
acting.
Darin
Yes,
the
ma'am.
actor and seeing all of your red carpet photos and all of your movie trailers. And so you're an actor, you sing, you dance, you're basically a triple threat.
Mhm. Yes, ma'am. Hmm.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
from New York. Let's cut out the ma'am. You're so sweet to call me ma'am, but I'm too young to be a ma'am.
That's true, Jenny. Sorry.
But thank you. I know you're so sweet. You're very well mannered. That's one of
True.
the things I always love about, especially when working with you. You're such a pleasure to work with. But let's save the ma'am for, I don't know, another 25, 30 years. Okay. So Darin, what kind I see that you do costume characters too. What kind of costume characters do you do?
Hmm. I do costume characters for like PBS, like Sesame Street, Big Bird, Clifford the
Really?
dog for kids. It's fun. It's really fun. I enjoy doing
That is
it.
so much fun. I that I haven't seen. I did see you as one of the sheep. You were like in a sheep
Yep. Yep.
commercial or something.
Costume. Yeah, that was for sure. Serta Sheep Company. Hmm.
Okay, that was funny. So Clifford the big red dog. Wow. And Big Bird, that's
Hmm.
pretty cool.
Hmm.
I only
It
have
was fun.
experience with one character dress up like that, like in one of those big costumes. When I was a
Right.
teenager, I worked in Blockbuster Video, and I lived in the
Oh yeah, I
Bronx.
remember
And the Bronx, like my
that.
neighborhood got a brand new Blockbuster. It was like a huge deal when Blockbuster opened their doors over on Castle Hill Avenue. And of course, we had a grand opening celebration and we had a Yogi Bear costume. The
Right.
problem is
That
I
was
wanted to
funny.
get in I wanted to get into the Yogi Bear costume. So here's petite little me. I get into this giant Yogi Bear costume. We had all the balloons, the cotton candy, and all these kids from the Bronx came into the store to see Yogi Bear, which was me. And you know what they did to me? They
What?
started beating me up. I literally got jumped in a Yogi Bear
So funny.
costume at the Blockbuster grand opening. Welcome to the Bronx, okay? So, and it was my first time in this giant costume. I could barely see. I couldn't keep my balance. And so one of my friends, Kevin, he's going to appreciate this story. Really tall, like I don't know, 6'3". He grabbed me from behind under my arms and he dragged me across the store into the back room, got me out of the costume. He got into the costume and then he came out and
Oh,
he gave it back to the kids. So he started like slapping them around and putting them in check for me. But I think if you're in one of those costumes, you can handle it better than I could.
yeah. They actually had so many people around us to protect us, to have us walk. So they're really good
Oh,
with that.
oh, you cheated. You had security.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
true. I
what?
did. Yep.
We did
Yep.
have a security guard back then. Why didn't he help me? Now that I think about that. Gee, thank you, Kevin. Thank you for helping me. So we don't have any footage of you
Blockbuster
today.
must have been
I'm sorry? Block.
Blockbuster must have been cool. I loved all that stuff when I was a kid
Yeah,
too.
I miss Blockbuster. That was a fun store.
Dude,
The whole
it
experience
was. It
was
was.
fun. I mean, we're spoiled now with all of these apps that we can choose from like thousands of titles, but then it feels like the 2 hours you were going to spend on a movie, you spent on trying to find a movie.
I loved it. It was fun. Just go. You read it. You brought it back in a day or 2 days. Never forget that place. It's just
Right,
good memory. It's
exactly.
good memories.
Lots of good memories.
I think there's still. I think there's still one left.
Is there?
I think there's still one Blockbuster left. I think it's. I don't know where it is, but I saw it on Facebook the other day. It says the only Blockbuster left. It's only one left.
Wow. I wonder where that is. Do you remember where it is?
No, I'd have to
Huh.
Google it.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. That's a novelty for the kids these days.
Yeah, it's different.
So, Darin, what inspired you to be an actor? I mean, right now we're talking about, fun, silly stuff, but you really are an actor. I mean, you've been in over 7,500 commercials. I don't even know how you keep
Yeah,
count of that.
yeah, yeah.
And
I know.
and
I
over
lost count a while
400.
back.
Yeah, how did you keep track of that?
I don't know. I just did so many that I was just going back and forth. I mean, there was times when I first started in the industry and I would do 6 commercials a week before everybody, I think, caught on to like,
Right.
okay, here's the new agents, here's how this goes, here's new talent. I started pushing myself forward.
You are definitely a hustler. You're good. You have good marketing and representation, which is awesome.
Thank you.
So 7,500
Thank
commercials.
you.
I've done a lot of commercials, and
Yeah,
honestly, I've
yeah.
lost count, but I don't think I've done 7,500.
You've done a lot though. You've done a lot. You've done a lot. You've done a lot too.
Thanks. It's a lot of fun. And
It is.
and over 400 films. Like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
You're so busy.
Yeah,
You're
I've done a ton of movies. Have the luxury of good writing.
right.
a action film where it's the main on
Okay, it looks like we need to cut to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with Darin Ferraro.
I'm not
Thank you.
picking it
Thank
up.
you.
You pick it up.
I'm not picking it up.
Well, somebody's got to pick it up.
I'll pick it up. They're clean. 'Cause my hand is clean. Oh yeah, I'm Charmin clean. That's how I know they're clean.
Charmin Ultra Strong is woven like a washcloth and just cleans better.
Yeah, I'm Charmin
The
clean.
kid does have a
That's
point.
My hand is clean. Yeah.
Enjoy the go with Charmin. And for an extra clean finish, try Charmin Flushable Wipes.
You need time to stand still or get up and go. You need to unplug or to reconnect with those who matter most. You need to kick back, to dive in, to have your moment in the sun. You need a palace to lift your spirits, to taste the finer things. You need room to feed your soul, to remember why you travel. You need Lowe's. The legendary Lowe's Don Cesar Hotel, St. Pete Beach. The room you need.
Okay, we're back with Darin Ferraro. And so, Darin, let's get back to what inspired you to be an actor. We didn't touch on that yet.
Trying to get lined up here, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Can you hear me okay?
No, I lost. I'm trying to take,
Yeah, it sounds like we're having some connection issues.
sorry.
I can see you.
Okay. Am I lined up? Am I lined up okay?
Yeah,
No?
there you go. Okay.
I refreshed the page.
Okay, can you hear us well?
Yeah, I refreshed everything to make sure that the mic was okay. But
Okay.
I can go outside and see it better.
Okay, maybe after our next break, we might have to move you to another location to get better signal. Like I say, this
Sure,
is
sure.
the beauty of going live. Sometimes we have some connection issues since we're each streaming in from different locations.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us about what inspired you to be an actor?
Actually, The Passion of the Christ, the movie that I've watched several times over and over again with Jim Caviezel. And Jim Caviezel is actually my favorite actor on how he portrayed his character of Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
it's an amazing
And
job.
he did fantastic. And then a few years later, after he decided to retire, but hopefully he'll come back because Mel Gibson has a movie in the works called The Exorcist. I think it's called I forgot the title. I don't know if it was called not The Exorcist, maybe The Exorcist, not The Exorcism, but like more of like the Rising of Christ, I want to say. In
Oh,
the
okay.
second one he's making, but I forgot the name of it.
He's making
But
like
Mel
a
Gibson
prequel
decided to do.
or a sequel. Mhm.
Yep, he's decided to do a sequel to that first film. Christ,
Okay.
and deep, motivated meth actors, and I look at them and I'm like, how can I top that? You know, how can you top that? How can you
I don't
do
know.
as good as
Jim
that?
Caviezel was really
Yeah,
good in The Passion of the Christ.
yeah, he's
That was an
amazing,
incredible
amazing.
movie.
And Heath Ledger was
Mhm.
amazing. The Joker,
Oh
amazing.
yeah, I've seen you do the
Those are
Joker
the type of characters.
impersonation. Let's see.
Yeah.
Can we see a part of that?
What was it?
Can we see your Joker impersonation?
By the Joker?
Here, you can whisper into my ear.
Oh, mine's a little different. The smiley character that I did on this new movie coming out called The Chosen with President Donald Trump.
Yes.
We have as a like in the movie, and we're trying to push this movie over to President Trump and for his reelection to get.
Oh, we're losing you again there.
It can my buddy Will Fredo Torres, director.
Darin, I don't know if you can hear me, but we're having trouble hearing you. Oh. So Darin, we're going to cut to a commercial break. Maybe you can find another location in the house with a stronger signal.
I'll do that right now. Sorry about that.
You need time to stand still or get up and go. You need to unplug or to reconnect with those who matter most. You need to kick back, to dive in, to have your moment in the sun. You need a palace to lift your spirits, to taste the finer things. You need room to feed your soul, to remember why you travel. You need Lowe's. The legendary Lowe's Don Cesar Hotel, St. Pete Beach. The room you need.
Welcome back to Entertainment Buzz. I'm sorry we're having some technical challenges, so we're waiting for Darin to reconnect with us here. But in the meantime, we're going to take a look at a quick clip of some of his hosting work. You might want to take some notes on this one too, because he's got some important information to say in this video.
What if I told you there was an intelligent tool that gives you personalized feedback for the way you trade? Not the same mumbo jumbo everyone else uses. This is your portfolio. It's not just another stock tracking app packed with confusing numbers and graphs like the rest. It's a brand new ecosystem built from scratch that understands your goals so you can learn from your own portfolio. Instead of taking a shot in the dark at buying and selling the way you think you should, your portfolio creates your own personal benchmark, a custom goal tailored just for you.
Hey, Darin, welcome back.
Hey.
Oh,
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, that's so much better. Yes.
Better? Okay.
Yes.
I'm outside. I'm outside of my porch. I just wanted to make sure it's okay.
Okay, yeah, that's much better. Excellent. Thank you.
Awesome. You're welcome.
We just took a look at your Yo portfolio commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Or your hosting reel. That was pretty interesting.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I did a lot of work on that. That was a stock and bond hosting commercial that I did, and I said to myself that I felt like if I could do something with stocks and bonds to actually portray what people could think about how to channel their money and learn how to actually learn stocks and learn how they are actually used,
right?
And how people can actually understand how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a good idea. So the director had a great idea about it.
Yeah, I never heard of that app before, so I think I'm going to check it out.
For sure.
There are a couple of other things that I use.
Change stocks.
Yeah, there are a couple of other things that I use, but that system seems pretty tailored to the person's style, like you were saying. So I'm going to check that out. So you started telling us about your new film coming out called The Chosen, and
yes, ma'am.
Tell us about this film. You mentioned Donald Trump, but then you started breaking up there, so we really couldn't hear what you were saying.
Sorry about that. I'm glad I found a better connection, so if we can do this more next time, I'll have it out here.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Well, the movie The Chosen is a movie that has to do with the coronavirus, has to do with government conspiracies where the government was behind all this kind of stuff, which I feel that, in the real life, the United States government, I don't think was behind any of this coronavirus stuff. I love my government. I love the people of this world, so I don't think that. But the movie portrays is that Trump is the angel of God, pretty much. He sends out the dark angels to save the world, and it looks like there's a fight between the Republicans and Democrats right now. So they're bringing in President Trump as the angel, and the people that work with around him you can't trust them, unfortunately. And you know, the coronavirus is in it, but it doesn't. I don't think it's going to touch on like the government, the United States government being behind all that, because I don't think he's trying to do that. I think he's trying to put it as that President Trump is the angel, needs to be reelected in order to keep saving this country. We need to give him more than 4 more years. We need to give him more time to change this country. And one president, one man can't do it alone, but the people that are around him, some you can trust, some you can't. I mean, I don't know. It's a movie that's definitely political. And it's definitely a film that I would love to have President Trump. Just my personal opinion, not to get into politics with anybody. I would love to get President Trump reelected. I trust him. I think he's a great leader. I think he's a great man. I know he's got a temper like we all do.
Yeah. Hey, he's a New Yorker.
Yeah, exactly.
Of all people, New Yorkers should relate to that, right?
It's true. But I think the film mostly touches on like when there's scenes in that movie where it says who's behind all of it. He says the government, but he doesn't mention. He just says the government. He's like, oh, okay, now you have my attention. Because there's good and bad in government. There's good and bad in people. There's good and bad everywhere. Of course. But the whole coronavirus relates into it. But we all know where that originally came from. They say it originally came from China. So I mean, I don't know. I don't get into all that because that's all. I don't know. I don't. If you don't have
at the end of the day, who really knows the answer to
nobody
that?
Knows.
Right?
Nobody knows, and we're trying just to tame it and just do the best we can.
Well, it definitely sounds like an interesting movie, very relative to what's happening in the world today. So I have a feeling it's going to have a big audience, which is good.
So it has five or six billboards all over Orlando.
Wow.
You spent a lot of money.
I've been home a lot, so I haven't seen the billboards personally, but I have seen some posts online that show the billboards in Orlando. So they're really marketing the film well. And I think I met the director briefly on an interview that we were both on, actually, as guests on Fierce Entertainment Live. And very nice gentleman. Yeah, I'm so glad that he's supported some of the Florida talent in the film. And the quality is amazing. We actually have a trailer that we're going to share with the audience now. So let's take a look at the Chosen's trailer.
Thank you.
My fellow Americans, I'm here to report that our country is currently under the threat at the hands of career criminals.
I saw it, everything. He shot him on the head.
You're being charged with 89 counts of first-degree murder.
You're the scum of the earth, Frank.
Frank is totally out of control.
Our children are being kidnapped and sold to other countries.
This new president, Donald Trump, is killing our business.
3, heading north.
I've approved Operation Mindset in the United States.
He's a cop! He's a cop! I want him dead!
I need to make you all aware of the danger that you and your children are facing.
This is a war against the devil soldier. We shall protect the innocent. We shall protect the weak.
Whoa, that was intense. Oh my
It's a good
goodness.
movie.
Talk about a
It's a good movie.
controversial project.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
looks really good. I'm looking forward to seeing that. When can we expect to have that available to the public?
It should be released October 4th.
October 4th. Do you know what platform it's being released on? Or is it
I
being released in the
think
theaters?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it's pre-orders, DVDs.
Okay.
But I think they also is going to go to theaters. I don't know what Will's doing. The director. I
Okay.
think he's trying to get
We'll
into
have
theaters.
we'll have to have him on the show and find out what's
They're
going
gonna.
on with that.
They're
Let us
also
know
going to
when
be
the red
marketing
carpet
it
is. Red carpet event.
for sure. They're also going to be marketing to Washington D.C.
I bet, of course,
Mhm.
especially if it's promoting Donald Trump
Right.
as campaign. So of course that's in his favor. Excellent. So what was your role in the film? I see you kind of had the Joker laugh going on there. Can you do the Joker laugh for us? Come on, let's see it.
Yeah, it's a high. I go up high with it. It's different. It's a different Joker laugh. It's more of like it's a Joker laugh, but then I raise my vocals up high, and it
Yes.
goes into like an insanity laugh. Like
Oh my
God, what the heck was that?
Yeah, that's pretty scary. So who's your character in this film?
Smiley.
Smiley. Oh wow.
Yeah, they characterized that.
And so what is his role? What is he obviously looks like a troublemaker.
Bad. He's really bad. He ended up doing some bad things, and but there might be a turn for the best though, because I always can take characters from bad to good, like they do in a lot of Fast and the Furious. They always take characters that are bad and they turn them good.
Right.
And supposedly Will has an idea where he can take my character and take it where it's really bad. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, we
really
lost
bad
you.
to sorry about that.
Okay.
Slide it out to another character. But yeah, I mean, he said that he's thinking about taking my character from where it was bad to shooting to taking kids, and I'm like, this is a movie, but this ain't me in real life, dude. I mean, that's not me at all. Please. Yeah. So, and then he's like, so what he wants to do is he wants to take me and I think Benny Bernard at the end of the movie. I think something happens at the end, and then they're trying to go for a sequel where I go against Benny, and either Benny's good or bad, and then I end up being good, and I take over the entire mob.
Oh,
so
yeah. You turn it into a good mob. We'll see.
Yeah. No, supposedly, like I take over the entire mob boss of when. Well, I can't tell you the movie. I can't tell you.
Okay, yeah, you can't give it all away, but
right.
We don't see the transformation in the first film, but there's a possibility of seeing this crazy psycho Smiley transform into somewhat of a better character.
Into a good character. Right.
Okay, good. So I can't wait to see the first one, and then we'll see what happens with the second one. Good for you. Glad to hear that you have projects in the works. And you mentioned the mob boss. So in a little bit, we do have a clip of you playing the mob boss, which is interesting.
Oh, yeah.
But right now we have a clip of you in another film called Room 236, Unlawful Justice. And again, you're playing a bad guy in that film too, right? It's so interesting seeing you in these bad guy roles when I know Darin in real life is so, you're just so gentle.
Yeah, I am. Yes, ma'am.
So, no, stop the man.
Oh, sorry, Jenny.
Jenny, yeah, let's replace man with Jenny. Okay, let's take a look. You're doing something pretty psycho and funny in this next clip. Let's take a look at Room 236.
Pay attention that you are a man of your word.
Let's go. You see that fucker's face? You see how you balance, little 12-year-old bitch? I told you nobody gets hurt.
That caught me off guard when he pulled out the
Right?
gun. I was like, "Is he really gonna do it?" And that was, oh my, I was laughing so hilariously. So that laugh is pretty crazy, but it's contagious. Unless you're in some kind of heist, then obviously it's really annoying and you might get shot. So
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
that was so funny. So what was your character in Room 236?
That was actually the beginning stages of Smiley. Room 236.
Okay.
The movie went from Room 236 to Unlawful Justice to The Chosen.
Ah, I
And
see.
he had so many ideas. We shot that movie in 2010, and he said,
Really?
"I think we should just keep going and keep going and keep going until we have the right idea." And he must have changed the movie probably about 3 or 4 times till he felt like he wanted and he needed President Trump in this movie,
Wow.
and he needed this to be changing the world, because the world
Okay.
right now is it's very sad right now. Everybody's getting depressed. Everybody's getting sad. Everybody's getting like, we got to uprise from this.
Yeah, I agree with you. And, I've been pretty quiet lately just because of a lot of things you said. It's a very emotional and scary time for people.
Yeah,
And I do
definitely.
have a background of being an activist, civil rights and, humanitarian activist. And I've been kind of quiet lately just
Yeah,
because I'm trying to stay positive and encourage people to focus on loving each other and being peaceful and kind versus me engaging in a lot of debates, because I just feel like that's not productive right now as much as I want to sometimes. Like, I have a lot to say and I can be pretty feisty, but for me personally, I've just been trying to take a different approach, because we are dealing with a global pandemic and a lot of people are suffering on so many different levels. And,
yeah,
I've never in my life seen so many deaths around me and people fighting for their lives. And I just feel so guilty to get into, heated debates about things when now's the time to be really compassionate with each other,
yeah.
and I think people are forgetting that. I think people are so overwhelmed and so stressed out by the racial tension, which I think has been completely inflated. And then the fear of the pandemic, and of course the job loss. And there's so many layers of stress right now that
Yeah, there is.
people are just kind of getting scattered and losing focus. And right now is the time that we need to pull together and
They do.
really create unity in every way.
Yes.
And focus on survival, and not only survival of our country, but of everybody around us. We have to appreciate each other more
Yes, we
than
do. We have
ever.
to help each other, and and honestly, we don't really know in this world. Well, we know you're a Christian,
Mhm.
Jenny. So am I, and we have to turn to God, and we have to keep our
Exactly.
Bibles strong, and I wear 2 crosses every day. I don't have them on right now, but I wear 2 crosses every day because what's going on right now, man, it's spiritual warfare. It's spiritual warfare. It's
Mhm.
God versus the devil, like it's always been. And the devil is challenging us every single day, and he's going to test you and test you and test you and test you, and you cannot let him win. You cannot let him win at all. You have to just go by what God says. You can learn how to hear God's voice. Um, in fact, I did finish up my PhD in education about 5 months ago, and now I'm going to go into a bachelor's program. I think in August if they set it up right, and it's going to be in religion and in psychology,
Oh,
so I can
interesting.
understand more what's going on with this country in the biblical times and the spiritual times, and know what God is asking me to do, because I have given my life to Jesus Christ a few months back, completely over to Him. And the devil tests me every day. He does. He tests everybody every day. When we do these characters, remember, it's just a character. You get out of it. It's just for a movie, not real life at all. Just in a movie. It's just for entertainment, but also to send a great message and a good message to the world that we have to come together under Jesus Christ, our Lord and Father, and let everybody know that we are for him. We love him. And the devil is going to keep doing what he's doing. He's going to do the coronavirus. He's going to get Democrats versus Republicans. He's going to get the Democrats to do things that are bad. He's going to get Republicans to do things that are bad. It's not about that. And when you get into greed and all this kind of stuff, and that's when the devil takes over, and that's not good. That's not good. We have to. God is stronger than the devil, and remember, God's already dragged the devil to hell already. He already did when Jesus put his life on that cross for our sins.
Right. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate that, and I do share the sentiment as a Christian.
Yeah.
And you're right. You know, we see that we believe because what we see looks like battles of flesh, but in reality, it's spiritual warfare that we're dealing with. And you know, people need to educate themselves to learn more about that and prepare themselves and arm themselves and with spiritual armor. So you mentioned, you know, Christianity is a big part of your life and how you approach things. And you also mentioned education, which congratulations on your PhD. That's wonderful. So what inspired you to pursue your education to that level? That's a big commitment to go on to a PhD.
It was a lot. It was a lot. That's probably why I have all this gray. Sometimes I'll dye it. Sometimes I'll let it go.
So that was a good PhD,
But it was stressful. It was a very stressful degree. I don't think I would go any further. I don't think I would ever try to do a second degree like that, a PhD. It's very complex.
Yes.
I mean, it's very you have to be up on top of it. Like you have to be like, okay, this is this. How does this go? Like it's a lot, you know.
Right.
And especially if you're dealing with spiritual warfare, if you're dealing with life in general, if you're dealing with what's going on right now, I recommend nobody doing PhD work right now because we have to like, you know what I mean? Like okay, maybe a bachelor's, maybe a master's, but not a PhD. Like not right now.
Right.
Right now, yeah, it's rough because you have to take your brain like I did, and you have to center it and focus it strictly just on that. And it's hard right now with everything going on with work, and trying to find more jobs and trying to do this and trying to do that. You know, it's rough out there, guys. I mean, but we're all in this together. And even though I get depressed sometimes, I get down, but I still pick myself up every day and try to keep battling, fight. Because the devil wants us to drop, and he's not going to let us drop. Not under God. Not going to happen. I think this is kind of a wake-up call for everybody, to be honest with you, on this COVID-19 and everything. I think it's a wake-up call too, because you know, a lot of people out there, and I'm not saying everybody, I'm just saying that like this world has changed. You know, when we had the United States government, we were supposed to be built on God, how God works, how Jesus works, how he worked in his laws in the Bible, and how we created our laws and man. And unfortunately, it went drastically to the worst. It wasn't supposed to go this way. It's supposed to go for God. And the devil corrupted everything, I believe. And you know, I think this is kind of a wake up. I think it's kind of a wake up call for us to say, look, you know, we have to bring God back in the Pledge of Allegiance. We got to bring the Bible back into the world. We got to bring Bible back into the schools. We have to do all this stuff. And President Trump is all for that.
Okay, everyone, you heard it straight from Darin Ferraro. He's telling America to wake up and be proactive. So we'll be right back.
And be together.
Yes, unity. Let's stick together. Darin, we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All this time we fought side by side. We trained together. We lost together. And now, you're the only one standing in my way. It's been a while, old friend.
Welcome back to Entertainment Buzz. We're speaking with Darin Ferraro today. We just took a look at his Mob Boss commercial reel.
Hey,
hey there.
I'm back.
We just took a commercial break, but now we're about to take a look at your film clip as a mob boss. Let me correct myself there.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Darin, you know, he's a very strong Christian. He's strong in his faith, but like he said, he plays these character roles that are just characters. And so we're going to kind of get to see the dark side of Darin again. Not as extreme as some of the other ones, but this one's pretty cool. I really like this one. So let's take a look at Darin as the mob boss.
What the hell are you doing here? We haven't seen you in forever.
I'm here to see Ray, Joey.
You know, I'm beginning to think that you forgot about your family. Why don't you have a seat? We're about to play a game. The winner walks, the loser doesn't.
Hello, Mr. Mob Boss. Darin, you had like a secret life going on here.
Yeah.
So what was that project?
That was actually a music video for an artist in St. Pete, Florida. He was interested in doing a music video, and he wanted to do something that had to do with the mafia, like the Italian mob. And since I'm Italian and a Cuban, and I can play those kind of roles, he picked me for one of the roles that he really wanted done.
Well, you definitely fit the part. And you know what? I knew that you were like Italian, but I didn't know that you were half Cuban.
Oh, yes. Yes, I am.
Cool. I'm half Cuban.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. I didn't know that. Awesome. Well, you definitely play a good mob boss. So I guess you're preparing for your next film in that role too, right?
Yes, yes.
It's interesting how things are panning out. So what are your favorite roles to play? I see kind of a pattern here. We see Mr. Nice Guy during the day, doing like family commercial work. And then you got like that double life at night doing like these crazy mob boss characters.
It's honestly, I mean, since we had the coronavirus, I haven't been actually practicing a lot. I just been working on like commercials and stuff that nature that we need to do. But I mean, really, honestly, it's just in and out of characters. You just change your character. You know how to read your script. You know how to get it down to a science, and then boom, it just takes off. It hits that director. That director's like, wow, man, we could actually do something with this, and then it just explodes.
Do you have a favorite type of character to play?
I really enjoy playing the Joker roles. I really enjoy playing them. I do enjoy playing the roles that I'm going to try to kind of like, you think you're going to catch me, you're not. You know, I'm going to get away every time. I'm going to be smarter than you. Because in that movie with Heath Ledger's Joker, oh man, when he wanted Commissioner Gordon to lock him up in jail, and he had it already planned, no one saw that coming.
Got it. So you like that cops and robbers type adrenaline rush, right?
Right. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Okay, interesting. If I just would have never pegged you for that, but that's the beauty of the entertainment industry. It's like you can meet the most shy, humble person, and they could totally blow you away on the screen with these big, multi-layered characters, which is really interesting. I was kind of like that too. I actually was very shy for a long time, and I think I surprised people when I was able to just come out and start speaking in public and doing things on camera, when in person I was pretty shy. But it helped me to get over that. So I'm not very shy anymore.
That's good though. I did, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I like all characters. I like all characters. Like this gentleman out here in St. Pete. I think it's in St. Pete, and he has a character about, I was telling you about, like this astronaut movie, how he's trying to prove that they never landed, which they did. Supposedly they did. I don't know. I wasn't born. I wasn't even thought of then, when they did it. But he has this theory that, what if they didn't land? What if
Right.
it was all fake, right? But this could be just entertainment, but
Sure.
but I got the script. Sorry about that. I got the script pulled up and I wanted to look at it, and I was just like, wow, this is an interesting script. And I looked at it and I was just like, I got to get this in to him soon. So it
Nice.
looks good. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Well, can't wait to see what you have coming up next. Darin, I admire you for all of your hard work. I've gotten to see you progress over the years, and you just never give up. You push through. You're always so passionate about what you do, and you always take it to the next level.
I do.
And this is a tough industry to navigate. So what words of encouragement would you give to an aspiring actor who's always
push hard?
Yeah.
Push everything you got. Give it everything you got in the beginning. Never give up into the end, which is never going to be an end because you're always going to keep going, and just keep pushing through. I mean, trust me, man, there's going to be times where like I was challenged big time by like the devil and stuff and spiritual warfare. And there's times where it's like, man, I don't even think I can get back up. And it was just like, nope. I gave my life to Jesus. That's the way it was. That's the commitment you make. That's the commitment you make to acting. You give it everything you got. You don't quit.
You're definitely a very motivated person between your acting career, your education, and you're also very big into fitness.
I am. I changed
role in your life.
Yeah, I changed my body weight a lot for different roles, so I kind of know how to fluctuate.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I do that. But lately, I've just been like working, and when I work out, it helps my when you go through spiritual warfare, we go through things that just are like, whoa, what is attacking me now? What's going on? What's happening in the world? How we got hit by the coronavirus, we got hit by riots, we got hit by African Americans being hurt. Like, wait a minute, what is going on in this world? We have to just train, because we have to and that's what get your frustrations, anger, and your upsetting of what you saw on television, because all lives matter. All lives matter. I don't see color, Jenny. You know that. I don't see color. I don't even know what color is. You know what I mean?
How I feel. That's how I feel. I grew up in New York, so if somebody told me, "Oh, that's a black person," I'm like, "Oh, I really? Okay."
Okay, yeah.
I looked at anybody's color.
I never looked at anybody any differently. Like racism should even be here today.
Right.
Shouldn't be in existence. So you have to think to yourself, wait a minute, is this the devil doing this, or is this, you know what I mean? You have to say to yourself, that's not it. That was history long time ago. We're not in there anymore. This is 2020. All this stuff should not be repeating itself. Even though we know history repeats itself, that should not.
No, exactly. That's too far stretched. I agree.
Right.
I think most people honestly would agree with that.
Right.
Obviously it exists. I'm a Hispanic woman. I have been discriminated against many times over, for my gender, for my nationality. I was a single mom for a long time. So there's all kinds of racism and discrimination that exists, but definitely not to the extreme that people are claiming right now. I think most people on average are pretty accepting of other races. We've definitely come a long way.
Hey,
and like you said, I personally I just don't see that. I see a person, and I don't really see color or any of that, So Before we go, though, we want to take a look at something a little more uplifting, the brighter side of Darin, because we get to see a lot of the dark roles that you played. So we do have a trivia question first, and then we're going to follow up the trivia question with the answer. So let's take a look at a trivia question about Darin Ferraro. Okay, so this is trivia number 2. What's the title of Darin's new album coming soon? Is it Told You So, Prove 'Em Wrong, or Keep the Faith? Darin, what's the answer?
B, Prove 'Em Wrong.
B, Prove 'Em Wrong. That's right. Awesome. You have an album coming out as well. So when is that coming out?
I'm still in the mix of working on it. I'm not too sure when I would release that.
Okay.
There's just so much going on right now with everything. I had bought an RV out here. I'm working on it right now. I'm trying to get it out there so I can tour again and get it back on the road. And right now, I don't know. I'm trying to get more of my writing back into play. Not sure when it would be released.
So we can help you promote that new album. So we have another trivia question, which is leading to the video that I'd like to show of the fun side of Darin. So let's look at our next trivia question. So Darin also dances. We talked about that. So what famous Michael Jackson song does Darin often do dance performances to? Which that totally blew me away. Is it A, Thriller? Is it B, Billie Jean? Is it C, Beat It? Let's take a look at the video before you tell us, Darin.
Okay.
Hey everyone, my name is Darin. I'm 36 years old. I live in Tampa, Florida, and never been married. I have no children.
Darin, are you spiritual? Is it necessary that your partner shares the same belief system as you?
My partner, I would like for her to please believe in at least God and Jesus. I'm not the person that goes around and says, oh, you should believe in God. You should do this. No, I'm not so strong like that, but yes, I would like to have for her to believe in Jesus and God, because I do.
Okay, sorry about that. That was the wrong video clip. Darin, tell us how you got on that dating talk show.
Well, in Tampa, Alexa Model and Talent Agency, we're looking for a couple guys from Tampa that were single and didn't have a girlfriend at all. Weren't married, no children, no nothing, or had children. They could have had children. And I said, sure, put me down. And then a couple of days later, they loved the way I was, and they brought me up and flew me into LA, Hollywood, California. And I did that show about Universal Studios, City Walk, with Steve Harvey. Yeah.
Okay, that was so interesting. I hate to say this, but unfortunately, they're having trouble bringing up one of my favorite videos that we were going to show today.
Oh no!
So, what's the answer to your trivia question? What dance do you do of Michael Jackson's?
Billie Jean.
Billie Jean, yes. And I'm so sorry I couldn't show it.
Oh, it's okay.
But it's on Darin's YouTube page. So I encourage you to go onto his YouTube. He actually has 2 videos on there doing the dance of Billie Jean. And that was pretty cool. You're really good. You have some good moves, Darin.
Thank you.
That must have taken a lot of practice.
Over the years, yes. But I followed a lot of King of Pop for a long time. And I would love the opportunity to fly up to LA one day and just hang out up there with Michael Jackson's family, one day, and just shoot the breeze.
Space there? Do you have space to get up and show us some moves?
Michael? I might be able to.
Yeah,
I'll try.
I'll try. Video.
I'll try.
I am going to post a link to the video after the show.
Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I can. And I'll try. Oh, I lost you. Hang on.
Okay.
What happened? Sorry, guys. Hang on. Give me a second.
Okay. That's the cost.
I'll do the best I can. I promise.
Okay. I think we lost your video.
No worries. Yeah, hang on. I'm coming right back. Coming right back. Coming right back. Where am I at?
Okay. Are you there,
I'm coming
Darin?
back. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I
Are you
apologize.
warming up those
I
feet?
apologize. Yes. Hang on. I'm trying to get back in there. Here I am.
Oh, there we go. We got two of you. There we go. Okay, we're back. we can't hear you. Okay, so we can't hear you. Okay, can we hear you now? No. Wow, we are being challenged today, technically. Okay, just get to dancing. Let's see. Oh. I wish you could see his feet. He's so good. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, there you go. Can you see? We can't hear you. Wow.
Can you hear me okay now?
Oh, I can hear you now. Yeah, we have two screens going. That was so cool. Thank you so much for being a trooper. I'm sorry we're having all
You're
these
welcome.
technical challenges.
No, no worries. No worries. I'm right here.
That was so cool. Thank you so much, Darin.
Of course.
So to check out Darin, Darin, tell us where the fans can find you on social media.
Sure. On Facebook, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. On Facebook, you can just type in DF Darin Ferraro, and then you can go there. Same thing with Instagram, DF Darin Ferraro. And then my website's down here. It's www.darinpferraro.jimdo.com.
Very good. Thank you very much. So everyone, check out Darin online. He's got a lot of entertaining things on his website and YouTube channel. And of course, you got to watch his Beat It video, which I'm going to post a link to after the show's over, just because it was so much fun. And so we got to see a little shoulder action, but you got to see his feet. They're like so magnetic. It's amazing. So thank you for all of the entertainment that you provide for us. Good luck with all of your projects. Let us know when the film comes out. We'd love to follow up on that and see where it's going and how it's doing. And of course, we'd like to come out to the red carpet and support you and your cast and crew on that project. So thank you again, Darin, for joining us on Entertainment Buzz. And just wait for us behind the scenes. We'll be with you shortly, okay? Everyone, thank you for watching Entertainment Buzz. That was Darin Ferraro, actor, singer, dancer, songwriter, producer. I mean, he just does it all. Check out his website and stay tuned because he's very entertaining. Again, today's sponsor, we want to thank Millionaire Hair Salon over in Winter Garden. Here we have a nice video of some of their work. I personally go to them as well. And they have a full service salon and spa. They offer an array of hair and spa services. They do microblading. They offer hair extensions, facials. They're blonde experts. So go check them out. I personally go to Mia. Chandra is right next to her. She's amazing as well. My husband goes to Chandra, and they're located at 319 South Dillard in Winter Garden, Florida. It's called Millionaire Hair Salon. Don't be scared by the name because you are going to get a millionaire look, but you're not going to pay the millionaire prices. They're very affordable, and their salon is just so quaint. You're going to love it there. And the ladies are so professional and kind. So go check them out at Millionaire Hair Salon. Again, here at Florida National News, we are offering 20 commercials on our network. We have the Florida National News Network, which is our entertainment division, where we host shows such as this one, Entertainment Buzz, and we have several other shows in our programming. We're giving away 20 free commercial spots. So just email your already pre-produced commercial link or video to jennifer.rosario@floridanationalnews.com, and we'd be happy to air your commercials during our programs to help support your business during this difficult time that our economy is going through, and to try to get those customers back into your doors, okay? We really want to help the community get back on its feet. So please take advantage of this great opportunity that we're offering for a limited time before the fees come back into place, okay? So make sure to follow us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, and also follow us on Facebook. We are Florida National News on each of those platforms. And of course, please follow me on Instagram and Facebook. On Instagram, you can find me at Jenny Rosario 8. The 8 is for infinity, which is why I love that number. And again, I want to thank everyone for the votes that I've received in my Maxim CoverGirl 2020 competition. The competition is still moving forward. I just made it to round 4. So thank you again for your votes. Please continue to vote. They offer free votes daily. And then, of course, you can make contributions to the nonprofit organization, which supports wounded warriors. And I think we have a flyer there that we're going to put up as well. And for next week, we have a fashion model talk show host. She is the talk show host. There we go. We have our beautiful flyer for Afro Flav Radio on 107.5 WBLS. She's absolutely beautiful. There we go. We have some beautiful pictures of her. She is a Nigerian fashion model and, again, radio talk show host of Afro Flava Radio on 107.5 WBLS. Her name is Sana Kibbs, and she will be our next guest. So stay tuned to Entertainment Buzz next Friday at 1 p.m. See you there. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.